Weltmeister Pedro Acosta.
Is it another famous win for the rookie?
He makes history! Outstanding!
So, Pedro, it's so nice to get the chance to talk with you before your biggest adventure yet is about to start, or better said, it already started. How does it feel to be an official MotoGP rider now?
Well, super nice, super nice. I'm super excited. At the end, the Thursday before the start of the season is the most nice day of whole season, you know, with the photos and these things. But to be honest, nothing to say. At the end, one more year in the championship, my fourth year in the championship. Many things changed, but not after all for this. So happy to be here one more year.
Everything a bit bigger, faster, more glamorous. So many interviews only today. In which way does that affect you?
Well, not too much. At the end, it's true that after 2022, I struggle a bit with this media, with this pressure, with this expectation that everyone put in myself for Moto2 title. But it's true that after that, I start to learn how to manage. I understand how to listen or how to answer the question of the media, you know, that sometimes it's not so easy, you know. And yesterday talking with Aki was like, you cannot imagine how many things I learned from you, you know. At the end, I know that for anyone 2022 was easy, and in 2023 we showed that we was able to manage everything to be a real title contender, you know, because in 2021 no one expected that I was gonna win the championship. In 2022, okay, everyone started to think about, and was the first season, to be honest, that was the pressure to win from first race, you know, but anyway, we was able to manage.
So that means Aki still gives you some important tips for your career.
Oh yeah, for sure. At the end, yesterday I was talking with him 1 hour in his box, and I say to him, I will continue come every Thursday to talk with you, you know. At the end, I don't know, Aki was one of the important person of my career, you know. At the end, I grew up with him because yesterday he said, imagine when you arrived here, you was like this, and I say, man, it's quite true, you know. I arrived to his family when I was 16, you know. Now I'm close to 20 for this long way, and a lot of things happened before that.
When you started your journey here, winning the Red Bull Rookies Cup in 2022, did you thought at that time that you would be here in Premier Class just 3 years later?
Well, I think no one expect. I didn't expect, KTM didn't expect, my manager didn't expect. At the end, it was tough to think about arrive to MotoGP so soon, you know? Because imagine that when I signed my first contract with KTM, the contract was to do 3 years in Moto3, you know? I only spent 1, you know? For this was super nice and super excited to make this step so soon. But for sure now, we are with the big boys, and I hope to be many years with them.
It has been an unbelievable journey for you, rushing through the classes. What would you say was the most important lesson learned?
Well, maybe to not think the media, you know. At the end, like I say, I struggled a lot in 2022 to be able to manage my head. It was not the easier thing that I did it. And it's true that I learned also to take my time, to learn, to be ready to win, because maybe in 2022 I was too focused in trying to get victories that maybe I forgot that I need to make a way to arrive to this moment, you know. And for this coming all the mistakes and all the things, for this I don't know, I will try to be focused in this way now that I have more experience.
I mean, for us, it looked like you learned super fast. You always seem so relaxed, dealing with all the pressure in a pretty good way. But how is it for you? How do you value it being called the new Marc Marquez already? Or are you bored of that?
Well, at the end, I'm quite boring about that, you know. Many people can talk, but it's not. We are not the same person. We are not in the same MotoGP, and we are not in the same moment of our careers, you know. When Marquez arrived to MotoGP, spent many years in the championship, you know, for this. Anyway, I will try to be calm. I will try to don't think in this in too much. It's true that after have the bosses that I have with Austrian mentality, you know, quite hard. Also with the cold mentality that have Aki and give me the last 3 years, I think help it a lot.
How would you describe the Austrian mentality?
Quite hard sometimes. Quite hard sometimes. For sure direct. For sure direct, you know. For the good and for the bad things, they are direct. For this is one thing that, for me, I really like, you know, because do laps around the problem is for nothing, you know. Better go directly and put a solution, you know. For this, I don't know, live the last 4 years with Pete, with Jens, with Mr. Peter, helped me a lot to understand maybe the way of the life, and for sure this cold mentality, like you say, from Aki, that was quite hard sometimes with me.
So you have good people with you, that's for sure. Give us a bit of an insight, the time from getting the Moto2 World Championship to now. How did you use the off-season to prepare yourself for that new adventure?
Well, it's true that in the gym we spent a lot of time just to take some muscle, because I was quite thin and was not the best way for MotoGP bike. But also have a lot of contact with the team, try to understand where we need to improve before the season, and put all the efforts and all the focus in that, you know, try to improve in the areas that in Valencia we was struggling, and put the focus on it.
It was such an impressive performance during the test. Maybe you're just increasing the expectations with that, and it seems like you can adapt super fast, like in the other classes. What is it that makes you so strong in that point?
Well, at the end, imagine that the last 7 years of my life I only ride a KTM bike, you know, at the end.
But isn't it a different story to ride a MotoGP bike compared to what you know?
Yeah, for sure. But at the end, they have the DNA, you know, from the Austrian brand. At the end, they know how to win championship, and they know how to be competitive in some championship, not only in motocross, you know. For this, they helped me a lot the last, like I say, 7 years, because they put amazing people around me and people with a lot of experience, you know. It's not the same learn from a new crew chief than spend 3 years with a crew chief that was many years in the team of Aki, then arrive here and have one crew chief that is from the beginning of the MotoGP project. For this, I think they are putting me the best people around.
They say you're already so grown up, you have your own unique riding style. Do you see yourself as someone who can lead into a new era of a MotoGP, setting new standards?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. We need time. We need time. For sure, if need to arrive, I'm gonna arrive. But we need time. At the end, it's not easy. Be in all the cameras. You know what I mean? It's not so easy to have a camera behind whole day. It's not easy to need to show, you know, your potential every day. And it's true that it's not easy, like I say, but I live like this the last 3 years of my life, you know. I live like this the last 3 years, having pressure every day for this. It's what it is. I'm not gonna change for this. We need to live with that.
I mean, it's a good thing when media is following you. That means you do something right.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not so easy, you know,
Yeah.
because sometimes you have pressure, sometimes you are not in your best days, and anyway, you have to put a smile and go for it, you know, for this. I learned that anyway, doesn't matter what happened behind you, that if you are ready for do it, go for do it.
So what's the best way to deal with all the attention? Just try to blend it out?
Well, try to don't think about it. At the end, I am the same guy that arrived here 4 years ago, and I try to show like this.
So you earlier said it needs time, but how much time do you give yourself? I mean, it's just your rookie season, but the expectations are high. So what are your targets this season?
Well, it's not so easy to say. It's not so easy to say. At the end, we don't have target at the moment. We don't make a MotoGP race already for this. We don't know where we are gonna fail, where we are gonna be good, where we can be about the result for this. It's stupid to talk about targets, you know. We need to be calm, we need to think in all the things and try to be calm. At the end, in Portimao, maybe we can start to have targets after see the problems that we have here or the result on everything, but it's not the moment to think about targets.
When thinking of Sunday, your first ever MotoGP race, for sure super excited, also a bit of nervous?
Not so nervous, to be honest. I was more nervous my first Moto2 season, maybe, or my first Moto2 race, but let's see what happens on Sunday, you know, for sure. Everything are going to be increasing, you know, but anyway, exciting to see how is the new practice Friday afternoon, how to see the sprint. Are going to be quite nice for this. I will wait.
So maybe you can give us a bit of an insight. How does your normal race Sunday look, the preparation before the race? Will it change now in Premier Class or will it be the same?
I don't think so, because at the end, on Sundays are going to be the same than in Moto2, you know. It's true that the warm-up are going to help me a lot, like in my first Moto2 season and Moto3. But at the end, the nice thing are going to be the sprint race, you know. Are going to be quite nice for this. Let me time.
So as I mentioned before, just 3 years ago, Red Bull Rookies Cup. What about 3 years in the future? What do you think where you can be? I know that's always the question, but for you, it's a super exciting one, I think.
Well, many people are asking that, but anyway, the life needs to answer this question, you know? I cannot think about that. I'm super happy in the moment that I am in my professional career. I'm super happy in the moment that I have with Peter Mobility Group. I'm super happy with the team that I have now for this. I don't know where we can be in 3 years, but I hope that in a nice side.
Pedro, stay like that. You have so great people around you, and we can't wait to see you start in MotoGP. Thank you so much.